Two giant, powerful, mythical creatures, both from different religions. The Behemoth is from the Hebrew Bible, the world serpent is from Norse mythology. But what would happen if both of these mythical beasts happened to exist and battled it out for supremacy? Who would win? That's what we're going to talk about right now on Life's Biggest Questions. Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions, the channel that occasionally imagines what would happen when your favorite mythical or ancient beasts fight each other. I'm your host, Charlotte Dobre. This is where I remind you to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and notification bell. Just so everyone is up to speed, I'm going to quickly recap everything you need to know about each of these mythical creatures so that you can better understand who would win in an epic battle between them. The Behemoth is a biblical beast mentioned in the Hebrew Bible's Book of Job, as well as other works of literature. According to very short descriptions, the Behemoth doesn't necessarily look like any of the animals that we currently know of. It's said to resemble an elephant, a hippopotamus, rhinoceros, or buffalo. It had a bloated body like that of a hippopotamus, and the head of an elephant. There are those that suggest that because of the Behemoth's ambiguous description, it may have been a large, long-necked dinosaur. It is a herbivore that eats grass and isn't necessarily aggressive. That being said, descriptions of the Behemoth seem to suggest that it did have supernatural powers, and it has been in existence for quite some time, and may even be immortal. This is why the term Behemoth has since been attributed to a large or powerful entity. The Behemoth was created by God when he created the world, and the roar of the Behemoth is so loud and powerful that it keeps all the other animals of the earth peaceful. Without the roar of the Behemoth, all of Earth's creatures would become terrifyingly violent. So before you go and think that this fight has a clear winner, think again. The Behemoth has God on its side, and no one can defeat it except God. For more information on the Behemoth, I highly recommend you check out our video, What If the Behemoth Was Real? Next, the World Serpent. The World Serpent, also known as the Midgard Serpent, is one of three children fathered by the Norse god of mischief and trickery. It was cast into the ocean by Odin, where it grew so large it was able to circle the entire earth with its tail in its mouth to complete the ring. If the World Serpent lets go of its tail, chaos on earth ensues, otherwise known as Ragnarok. The World Serpent is a water dweller but has the ability to come on land. In Norse mythology, the World Serpent fights Thor on land. So why couldn't it fight the Behemoth? For more information on the World Serpent, definitely watch our video, What If the World Serpent Was Real? Alright, so now to our question. What if the Behemoth fought the World Serpent? It's true, the World Serpent is a very large snake, so big it can wrap itself around the entire world, which means if it wanted to, it could devour the Behemoth in just one bite. Not only that, but the World Serpent's huge coils can create giant tsunamis. If the Behemoth fought the World Serpent, it might not die though. Sure, it might lose the fight, it probably would get eaten by the World Serpent, but seeing as it might be immortal, it might be able to live within the body of the World Serpent. And as I mentioned before, the roar of the Behemoth is extremely powerful, so powerful that it tames all the other animals on Earth. Maybe the Behemoth would be able to use its roar to tame the World Serpent, and if God is the only one who can defeat the Behemoth, then the World Serpent wouldn't stand a chance. The winner of this fight goes to the Behemoth, God's favorite creation. Other than man. Actually, he hates us, never mind. Well, that's my take. Did you agree with me? Did you not? Let me know in those comments. For now, I'm Charlotte Dobre, and you've been watching Life's Biggest Questions. If you want to continue watching, check out our playlist, clickable on the screen right now. Make sure notifications are turned on by clicking the bell, and we will see you in a future episode of Life's Biggest Questions.